Hello, everyone. Fox, thank you so much for the sub. How's everyone doing today? Whee! We're gonna do puzzle today. I saw my friend play this game once when I was visiting her, and it looked really fun. And, yeah. Ooh, wait a second. Play the Case of the Golden Idol or play the Case of the Golden Idol Redux? I don't know the difference. Hold on. Should I play Redux or Original? Steam community says... Original is OG, play it Shirley, didn't play Redux. You're no help to me. Recommend the original. Redux is less intuitive and has bugs. That's something. I was hoping for maybe a little bit more about what the actual differences are, but okay. Should I play the original? Play it in your native... Yeah, obviously play it in my native tongue. You can't... I just need someone to tell me what the changes are. Since the sequel, if you're playing with mouse and keyboard, play the classic version of the Case of the Golden Idol, not the Redux one. Seems to be the mobile version backported to PC. It sucks. No way, not doing that. That sounds terrible. Okay, we're doing the original then. What are you baking? Almost finished with Silksong? Didn't it come out like 12 hours ago? That's crazy. I have to give a huge shout out to me from last night who made an Italian sandwich at like 11 p.m. despite how much her back was hurting, because it meant that future me, or I guess this morning me, got to wake up and eat an Italian sandwich. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Is there already game audio for this one, like in here? Oh, the classic game.exe that's been added. Okay. Show controller layout. Don't need that. Oh, but you guys need to see the game. Having a guest over so tomorrow, so you're practicing a turtle pecan brownie recipe with your new oven? Fancy. Full screen? I do want full screen. I don't know why this is not in... Whatever. Just do this, I guess. Silksong came out 24 years ago? That's a while. That's longer than I thought. Okay. Volume is good. New game. Recommended experience. Select like this if you don't like pixel hunting. Select like this if you don't mind finding all clickable spots on your own. Recommended experience. I guess I'll do the recommended experience. Then if it seems too baby, then I can change. Prologue. An abrupt termination of contract. Press anywhere to continue. I knew what you were plotting, you snake. January 5th, 1742. Both parties agree to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any golden statues found for providing the map to the expedition. Oh, Diligent Milk, thank you so much for the follow. So there's Albert Cloudsley and Oberon Geller. Dr. Oberon Geller, Esquire Albert Cloudsley. Okay, we have information. A pipe. And a dagger. See here. Let me read this again. 1/3 of all valuable in any golden statue found. Okay, so then this might be, unless Geller stole it, I'm thinking this is, okay, a pipe cleaner, 2 bags filled with coins and gems. Okay, so this is Cloudsley's bag and this is Geller's bag. A bag of medical instruments and some medicine. A golden statue filled with a red stone and a bag filled with coins and gems. Both parties, right to 2/3. Okay, I think this is the same thing. To 1/3, providing the map. Okay, they both have a copy of the contract. Ruins of Xenopolis, Horn of Thumb. Horn of Finger. Okay, and then hold on, we can map this out. So on the map, where would we be? I think we're right here then, by the Horn of Thumb, because I see 2 things over here, like 2 island little things. That's good. A scalpel and a medicine bottle. Okay. The scroll is not filled in. So I'm thinking Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller. Oberon Geller. When a scroll is completely filled in, words can be dragged from directly the slots. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. From a cliff in the Horn of Thumb, I think. We go home now? There's more mysteries, don't worry. Horn of Thumb. The scroll has been fulfilled. No hints accessed. While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner, Albert Cloudsley Esquire, suddenly pushed him off the cliff. Yeah. Yeah. It's all coming together. Oh, wait, you can zoom in. I didn't know that. I don't think that really is a point, but okay. Great. There are empty slots. Camp in Horn of Thumb. Everything filled in correctly. Okay, now we're good. Return to scenario selection. Let's see here. Main menu. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm like clicking on random I know what I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm pretty sure I knew what the main menu button was gonna do. But in my brain, I just saw it and I was like, ooh, thing to click on. Let's see. Complications in the family. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. It was a mystery. I had to know for sure. Henry Clover, lead poisoning. The clue has been added to the thinking panel. A single cherry tomato alongside a full chicken? The ratio is off, buddy. Oh, ho, 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 the golden idol. A yacht is slowly floating in the river. I guess yachts just kind of looked like shit back then, but okay. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. map. Okay, so I think we're in Blackfield right now because we see the river. Spontaneous combustion. I, Sebastian Cloudsley, will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. August 22nd, 1786. Woke up, a beautiful day, washed and dressed in my dining attire, had a beautiful roast duck for lunch, changed to my hunting attire, rode to hunt badgers, had no luck today and returned home. Okay, terrible at hunting, good to know. Changed to my researching attire, changed to my dining attire, had a tasty beef loin for supper, filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading for my research. This guy kind of sucks. So is it the 23rd, right? Is that what this said? 22nd. So this was yesterday. So killed overnight, a tall rickety ladder, a ring with a ruby. The man is not breathing. His head is wounded badly. Horse. A horse is running in the yard. Okay, I think that's everything then. The horse did it. We don't know for sure, okay? I'm putting it together. I think this is the dining attire. Or wait, did it say it went back and do, what were the 3 kinds of attire? There was researching attire, which I think is what changed to my dining attire. To continue reading for my research. Well, why didn't say change back to research attire, but I think that makes sense. Because this would be dining attire. This would be research attire. Hold on. So hunting attire, dining attire, researching attire. Everything is filled in correctly. Okay, cool. The identities are not filled in. I, Sebastian Cloudsley. Simple. Lord of his, Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield. The cause of death was a head wound. Which occurred when he fell from a ladder while he was Am I missing a word? Did I miss something? Oh wait, or can I take the researching and put that there? 2 or fewer slots are... Everything is filled in correctly. Head wound, which occurred when he fell from a ladder. He is Lord of Blackfield, right? 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Because where we're at right now, I think would have to be. Because that's what we can see, right? We can see the river from here. Sebastian Cloudsley, while he was, it wouldn't be dining, it wouldn't be hunting. So he specifically said, like, he didn't say when of science and anatomy and chemistry. The cause of death was a... while he was... Legitimately, I thought I had this. I don't know. This is like the 2nd level. I can't be having difficulty here. Hold on. The cause of death was a spontaneous... It's not spontaneous combustion, obviously. A ring with a ruby. His head is wounded badly. Tall rickety ladder. Lead poisoning. Which occurred when he fell from a ladder while he was researching. I didn't miss like a word somewhere, did I? I don't think these all look correct. You can see if you have all the words on the right. Okay, I do have all the words. 16 out of 16. So Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield, passed away in his bed. That's correct. I feel that has to be correct. 2 or fewer slots. Actually, let me just start getting shit wrong on purpose. Can I do that? Sebastian. The scroll is not filled in correctly. Okay. 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Don't brute force it. That's too easy. You're right. The cause of death was a head wound. Even grammatically, I'm not sure what else could be put here. Was he dining on the ladder? No. Fell from a... Oh, wait a second. What did I... change to my dining attire. Oh, his horse threw him off and he suffered a deadly head to the wound. Wound to the head. Look at the blood trail. Hold on. If I want hints, I'll ask for hints, okay? But the blood trail still looks like he could have fallen from the... Oh, no, you're right. It's all the way out there. Okay. And the horse is just still running. The horse just doesn't give a fuck. Okay. Everything is filled in correctly. Hello? What's your deal? Graphics! Also, he had his hunting outfit on. Maybe he was just trying something different, you know? Maybe he just wanted to try researching in his hunting outfit like some kind of freak. Okay, this is not ideal. One of those spontaneous combustions. That's a real bummer. I would not want that to happen to me if I'm being honest. Chat, what would you do if I just started screaming because I spontaneously combusted live? You'd feel bad, right? You'd be like, aw, bummer. A scorched knife, a scorched horse brush. Spare me, devil, I was simply following orders. Ooh, astonishing monkey man, property of Pear Brothers. A knife. Now, if it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. Spontaneous combustion. Perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The sacred glyphs for combustion are on the idol. Can't do anything with that. Here's the ring with a ruby. £1, 2 shillings and a pence. Okay, so this dude definitely robbed Sebastian. What the blazes? August Jockey Club Derby. Race 3, win, Raging Sultan, place, show, wager, £35. Interesting. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We are to visit my nephew. 2 shillings and a penny. A dagger. A saddlebag. Can I see inside the saddlebag? Sure can't. Stable rota for Adam and James. Horse grooming. Stable cleaning. And do it properly. Okay. What's your deal? What an unexpected turn of events. An embroidered handkerchief. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I have just the man for you. David Gorin is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I am sure you will find very useful. If you are displeased with the services, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. Okay, so that's Theo. A stiletto blade. London Gazette. Lord Edmund Cloudsley speech stirs Parliament. £3 and 3 shillings. That's awesome. Chat, this is so cool. What the hell? That's so cool. It's like Trognor if he sucked. Batley, Cloudsley, Cubert. 3 family names. Fat Lord Pair twins. We saw something about some pair twins, right? My apologies, he can be so bit here sometimes. 6 rings with various stones. Shamal bought Simhasana Batisi. A fan. £4. An ornamental guitar blade. That's so cool. Lady, you got a cool ass knife. Nicholas Maker, attorney. I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I'm appalled. A ring with a ruby, 2 shillings, 3 pence. Oh, we're getting a lot of information here. Reading of the last will and testament of Sebastian Cloudsley, September 7th, 1786. Albert Cloudsley, that's who died in the first one, right? And then Mary Cloudsley had Edmund, Rose, Sebastian, and Beatrix. So Albert, okay, married oldest. Aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. Strive for that which holds meaning and do not shrink from responsibility. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest and breathe in the fresh air. How to avoid being scared. Feeling scared is a weakness. Be strong instead. I think this guy might have sucked. I think Sebastian Cloudsley, the kind of guy to say, oh, you're depressed? Why don't you just go take a walk in the woods and get some fresh air? I think Sebastian Cloudsley. How to not be dead. Don't fall off your horse, stupid. Did that help you? How was my advice? Did do any shit for you? This clue has been added to the thinking panel. We met so rarely after you left, therefore I bequeath to you the Blackfield Manor House, a museum, something something. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Your mother, financial troubles, okay. I want to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics, therefore I bequeath notes from each. I have undertaken astronomy. I bequeath to you the gold Xenopilis, Dr. Willard Wright, Rose Colbert. Being in bodily health and of sound and disposing mind and memory, nominate and appoint Nicholas Maker as executor of my last will and testament. August Jockey, Race 6, Spinning Jenny. Dear Peter Batley, we have sent you frequent reminders concerning the settlements of your debt, and yet to date the debt remains unpaid. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we will be forced to take the matter into our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255. Okay, I think it's thinking time. Wait, I missed something. Did I? There we go. Okay, time to put on brain cap. I bequeath to you the golden idol of Xenopolis. You will know what to do with it. Who currently has the golden idol? Did we see it in someone's bag? Can you have it? That feels like maybe you stole that though, if I'm being honest. I think maybe you stole that idol, but we'll get to that. This is Nicholas, right? Nicholas Maker. We so rarely, after you left for the colonies, my savings land, come home and establish a museum of my life and accomplishments. Than mere politics, I bequeath to you the notes from research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. Your mother disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago, and I resolved to help you. Compilation of my aphorisms to provide the discretion in your life which you so clearly lack, direction in your life which you. That sucks so much. Imagine getting something in a will saying like, I know you've had a lot of like financial problems. Here's a book of aphorisms. Rule number 1, just be better, stupid. Yeah, maybe this guy deserves to die. Hold on, I gotta look at the this again. Okay, so Rose Kubert, or maybe Beatrix would be the sister. All 4 inheritors present. Okay, so no. Beatrix is not an inheritor then. So Rose Cupboard. You will know what to do with it. We so rarely left after you left for the colonies. Edmund Cloudsley. Did I see anything on... Hold on. Here, we have sent the remaining concernings. Okay, so Peter Baddeley is fucked, I think. Was to receive idol in... Okay, so it's Sebastian Cloudsley. Will and Testament ordered... I know this is spontaneous combustion. We're filling it out. We're getting there. Hi, Benny. Welcome in. How's it going? Who is to receive the... I bequeath to you the golden idol of Xenopolis. You will know what to do with it. Take the from... Okay, so... Who are you? If it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. So I think they were trying to get the idol from this guy, and then he exploded. Property of Pear Brothers. Are you one of the Pear Brothers, then? Wasn't there something over here about the Pear Brothers? Not you. Dear Willard Wright and Rose Cuthbert. This man is on fire. Yeah, spontaneously combusted. I wouldn't worry about it. Fat Lord Pear Twins. Okay, that's right. A and J. Okay, A and J are the Pear Twins. So Adam and James. That's right, that's right. Stable Rhoda for Adam and James. They're the Pear Twins. So I think Adam and James Pear were ordered to take the idol. To receive from Trust you. I want you to put your sharp mind to... Okay, so who currently had the idol? Hold on, hold on. Also, wait. I think I can at least get... Sebastian Cloudsley. Is this... This got a lot more complicated than the third one. Yeah, they they moved, they increased it pretty fast. The first two were pretty simple compared to this. Who could you be? Maybe you're Rose? But no, because Rose had like issues with money and stuff, right? Okay, we know that these two are the Pear brothers. I think so. That sounds right to me. Dear Edmund, it is you are seeking a capable new servant. David Gorin is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We are to visit my nephew. Okay. So this is Edmund then. Edmund, what was the last name? It was somewhere. And then I think this is the coachman because it said prepare the carriage for tomorrow. So David Goron. This is kind of making sense, I think, somewhat. Was, wonder if these matter. Race 3, wager 35 pounds, Raging Sultan. Sacred glyphs are on the idol. Oh, wait, this is, so this is the cupboard house then. Okay. So maybe this has to be, Rose then, because this is like her house. And then, so Willard Wright, who is Peter Batley again? Didn't he like get fucked up? Peter Batley is married to, okay. Is there anything else on Peter somewhere? You've sent your remaining reminders concerning the settlement, and yet to date, the debt remains unpaid. Okay, so then I think this is Peter Batley. I think he stole the idol because he needed money. And then I think Willard Wright is the one that's on fire. Because I think he was supposed to receive the idol. Because he was a associate of Sebastian, so he was probably working with him on the idol stuff. Edmund Cloudsley, okay. I get the idol from Peter Batley. Suddenly, Willard Wright. I feel like he'd be happy to get this. no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. James, Adam. Bummer. Okay. I'm not on the right path, but I think some of this is filled in at least somewhat correctly. Maybe I have these two backwards. Fine. We met so rarely after you left for colonies, therefore I bequeathed you my savings land and Blackfield Manor house. Come home and establish a museum of my life and accomplishments. I think that would be... Is there anything to say? Lord Edmund Cloudsley speech spurs Parliament. Okay, we know he's a politician. So then... I want you to put your mind to sharper. So, okay, Edmund Cloudsley was a politician. And then the only one who hasn't been used yet is Peter Batley. Come on. Rose Cubbert. We believe in you. Thank you so much. I do need it. David Garon is an experienced coach, so we know that you're... Yeah, okay. Edmund Cloudsley. You're a politician, so I'm pretty sure this is right. We so rarely met after you left for the colonies. Who else could have gone to the colonies? Sure you will find. If you're... Do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. Please prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We have to visit my nephew. Edmund. So the nephew would be Peter Batley. Astonishing Monkey Man, property of Pear Brothers. Okay, this is Adam, because I see. Okay, that's... Swap these, because you got the knife embroidered A. I don't really know if this helps a whole bunch, or if I'm just missing something. Prepare the carriage to meet my nephew. You have a saddle that says Edmund Cloudsley, or that says EC. So is that Edmund's bag then? November 7th. Adam Pear, James Pear, David Garon, I think is the coachman. Edmund Cloudsley, Nicholas Maker. So I think... And Sebastian Cloudsley's will and ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol, or... Oh, wait, maybe I have this backwards. What did... We so rarely met for the colonies. Hold on. Therefore, I bequeath you my savings land and the Blackfield Manor house. What if this is unhappy to receive? But who only aphorisms, right? So was the sister, was Rose upset to receive aphorisms? I know, I'm working on it. To take the idol from Willard Wright. So Willard Wright would have had the idol. No, but this is wrong. So I think you're reading the third letter on the, it's my late sister, your mother. Oh my God. Thank you. No, you're right. I was reading that wrong. So this is Peter Batley then. So Peter Batley, there we go. So Peter, okay, that actually, it's all coming together now. Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorisms and wanted the idol from Willard Wright, who then burst into flames. Almost. I don't think that matters. Well, these are also wrong, so... Okay. So this is Adam Pear, James Pear. I don't think there's anyone else. This has to be Rose, I think. Your mother disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago and I resolved to help you. Compilation, okay. Still a shitty thing to do. Still lame. Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorisms in Sebastian Cloudsley's will and ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from... Suddenly, Willard Wright burst into flames. Oh, wait. No, there's a J on this knife. Okay. James Pear is the one who's on fire. That makes sense. Okay. So then you are... There we go. Okay, so Willard Wright does have the idol. Suddenly, there we go. No hints accessed. Peter Batley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes on his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden statue from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of the servants burst into flames. How a bummer. This game is so fun. Okay, this is, ooh, okay. Revenge RR. Flower. One flower. A trapdoor in the ceiling. A trapdoor in the ceiling. Who gores there? Alarm, alarm, a break-in. Watchman number 2, Henry Parker, with the spear. Watchman's alarm rattle. Shards of glass lie in the mud. Okay, so that says that the window was broken from the inside then. So it's not a break-in. Wow, look, nothing. To my dear Maurice, the watch is ticking. And it is currently around 2:25. Another red ring. A walking cane. The man is not breathing. The door does not open. The door does not open. An empty bed, not warm. Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? You can lie low for a couple of days in the old Ormond's place down at the docks. A piece of stale bread, an old rusty half of shears. Oh, these guys are having a great time. The door to the street is shut with a latch. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. A partially peeled lemon. A large kitchen knife. Dear Oscar Boynton, it has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I will come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin and barrels and you're willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. A ring of various keys. Love the mermaid? What, this? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Wanted, Robert Redruth, escaped convict, reward £50. They're not going to pay you that £50 if you get him. You know that, right? They're going to come up with some excuse not to. At the Little Mermaid's Amazing Evans musical performance on September 9th, event shall commence circa 11 p.m. Oh, mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. A violin. A key. A Navajo folding knife. Just steal the next one. It's all luck anyway. A hand of cards. 3 shillings. A key. A dagger. Remember, you, as an agent of our trading company, have to reflect its values to the fullest. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. So on the 10th, and it's the 11th currently. Or no, did it say 11? September 9th, 11 p.m. Okay, so it's September 9th right now. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. AG, WW, ME, AG, JB, OB, AG, JB, AB. Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought a drink and then retired upstairs. Hand of cards. To Annie, you are beautiful like a rose. For you, I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find gold in a mine if that makes you forever mine. Your piglet full of love. Fuck, that's so good though. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? 7 pence, a key, small sword, tab, green, beige, Blair, dandelion room, Willard Wright, one night, forget me not room, Ash Blair, one night. I can fill out some of this then. Amazing Evans performance. Okay, this is something Evans. M Evans? Do I have an M somewhere? Willard Wright, whose name I don't have. Oh, I do have Willard Wright. Oscar Boynton. Okay. Oscar Boyton. Ash Blair, maybe? Okay, wait, we know who this guy is. Robert Redruth. This dude has his name on his like little paddle, right? Henry Parker. Revenge, Robert Redruth. Okay, so then this seems... Well, we'll figure that out in a second. Annie. So this is Annie? I don't think okay, Annie, I do have Annie. But what would the last name be? Well, for now I know it's Annie. Something. John, okay. So you're John. Four glasses of wine, 3 glass, 1 glass of wine. Man is not breathing. So I'm thinking, so this is Revenge RR, and that would be Robert Redruth, maybe? A fight ensued upstairs, and... Green, Breege, Blair. So Ash Blair, one night, Willard Wright. This can't be Willard Wright, because didn't Willard Wright... No, wait. Willard Wright wasn't the one that combusted. I shouldn't metagame this. I'm sure they're going to give me all the information I need in this one. If I start thinking about what happened before, I'm going to live here forever. An empty bed, not warm. What did you have on you? Did you have a knife of sorts? Rusty old shear, but there's no blood on the shear, or it doesn't look like it. One of the brothers exploded? Yeah, it was James that exploded. Okay, so I think through the trap door, because the window is not, the window broke from the inside. Shards of glass lie in the mud. So that broke during the struggle, I think. A fight ensued upstairs. And then this is... Ring with a ruby. The man is not breathing. Door does not open. The door does not open. Okay. So I think this is either Ash Blair or Willard Wright. But one of them got this room, snuck up around here, stabbed you. So we know Annie John and... Okay, whoa, Dandelion room. Dandelion, that's a forget-me-not. So then... Ash Blair, Dandelion room, 1. Okay, so then I think this is Willard Wright then. Which makes sense. He's in sleeping clothes. You wouldn't get in sleeping clothes to murder someone. So then, Willard Wright. Do I have enough names here? Remember as an agent of our trading company. And wasn't there another thing that said the trade was happening on the 11th or something? Not you. September 8. There's one piece of information that I'm so bad at remembering where shit was. The client leaves the port on the 10th. Okay, so then I think you're staying overnight here. So then I think you're Ash Blair. Blair had 1 glass. Green had 4 glass. 7 pence. I don't have enough names then. Am I missing something? Did I not click on something? Because this just says, do I have all the clues? Oh, I am missing one. Okay. Out here? No. Got everything there. Oh, in here. Maurice. Okay, cool. There we go. Maurice Evans, because it's M-E. There we go. Okay, while Annie, Green, and John Breege and Ash Blair were playing cards, a fight ensued and Willard Wright got stabbed. Wait, why was that there then? So something got taken out of there. Whatever, it'll work out. It'll all come together. Slept into Willard Wright's room through the trapdoor. We could just go. Let's try this and then shear. Oh, okay. So I do think maybe Robert Redruth could be a red herring. Unless he was stabbed with... There's something in here we could have... Okay, that one was simple. While Annie Green and John Breege and Ash Blair were playing cards, why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? How would I feel like you didn't write that? Because you were like stabbed. So I think the killer wrote this to frame you. So I actually don't think it's Robert Redruth. Does anyone have anything that seems like it could have come from... Bought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Horse again? It better not be the fucking horse again, but I'm thinking it might be the horse. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. So who's not here then? Okay, because if it was that, then it would be the spear, I think. Crept into Willard Wright's room through the trap door. While Annie, a fight ensued and got stabbed with a... I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. Okay. So he gambled with the watch and lost it gambling against Willard Wright. And the idol was in here, I'm assuming. So the idol got stolen. No, because it can't be, it wouldn't be Evans then, because if Evans did go up and kill him, he wouldn't have stolen the idol. He would have taken the, he would have taken back his watch. Ash seems sketch. Okay. Yeah, I don't trust you. You seem weird. Is that the murder weapon then? Okay, so it was Ash Blair then who did it. I'd like to... Walking cane... Not gonna lie, when you read out, why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? Either I was looking at the screen and just accepted you said that shit about yourself. Yeah, no, I've just been kind of guessing what everyone's been saying this entire game. I've been making good progress for the illiterate streamer. Stiletto blade, but you have a dagger, right? So was there something in here? Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. No matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. In Old Corsman's place down at the dock. Old Oarsman's place. Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? Did he maybe give him the shears too or something? Scroll is filled in incorrectly. Oh, okay, wait a second. Me? Oh, wait. Because Ash Blair wouldn't have been... Weren't there more people playing? Because Maurice... I think Maurice Evans probably would have been... No, wait, it couldn't have been Maurice Evans. But it could have been Oscar for a moment. Yeah, during this one, it would have been Annie, John, Oscar. And this is when, so Willard Wright played, Maurice Evans played the first round. And then here, Ash Blair came in. Okay, so it would have been those three playing. And then, so it is the dagger then. Yeah, whippy! No hints accessed. A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through a trapdoor to steal something important. But when he opened the music box, it woke Willard and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here about a week ago. A deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. I will make it worth your while. The intoxicating dinner party. Oh, 36 now? Oh god, it's really getting up there. What's your deal? These sure are fine coats, an expensive cigar. Little Pip, run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I am back. David! The classic syringe in the pot. A syringe with some liquid left in it. Box of cigars. That kid stole a cigar. Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley, 1788, March 5th. That's so fucking cool. This dude drew himself killing a tiger. That's awesome. Okay, but if a woman came up to me and was like, hey, just want you to know, you're so cool that I would kill a tiger in unarmed combat for you, and then handed me a picture of her fighting a tiger, might work. It'd be a good first impression, you know, I gotta say. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invited you and your father to a dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. Saturday, I'm enjoying puzzles. They're fun. Of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you're itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share some good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations, and you will no longer be a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord Steward over our poor souls. Okay, so that's Ada. Ada something. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. Sure, you would love to hear most of my thoughts about society. Inviting her to her house to sell her crypto. So they're called NFTs. They're non-fungible tokens. Look, do you want to see all of my really cool ape images? And then she beats him to death with a hammer, and that's the next mystery. Everything should be ready before noon. Please prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears to not enjoy meat, therefore prepare some alternative side dish. Mrs. Smith, 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You are responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Miss Walker, I am to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Miss Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day. Twice on the days I have visitors. NB, David Goran's job requires that he may arrive or leave during night. No complaining about this. Edmund Cloudsley. I think we gotta beat up this Edmund Cloudsley dude. He kind of sucks. Okay, you are a little Pip. It's poison! Nobody touch a thing and nobody move! I'll send for a doctor right away! Okay, well I already know who you are from before. This clue has been added to the thinking. A partially empty glass of amber liquid. Roast beast. Glass of red wine. Red liquid. Salad. Cigar. Cloudy liquid. Salad untouched. Cloudy liquid untouched. So the cloudy liquid seems okay. Partially empty glass of yellow liquid. Clear liquid. Salad. A lot of liquids, this one. This is the liquid puzzle. This is horrible. An embroidered handkerchief. I don't see an embroidering on it that I can use. You killed my aunt, you devil. I shall execute you on the spot. 2 pounds, a pack of cards, a fork. Okay, aren't you, well, I know you're Edmund from before. Edmund Cloudsley. And then weren't you, like, Peter Batley? Smoking at dinner seems like it would ruin the taste of anything, but maybe people were just built different back then. I think they didn't know how to make food taste good back then. I think you just ate food and it just tasted like dog shit. And they didn't know what spices or seasonings were until like later. So I think it didn't matter whether or not the food tasted good. I think you could smoke as many cigars as you wanted and it didn't matter. Peptic tonic, a half-empty bottle of cloudy liquid labeled peptic tonic. An almost full carafe of yellow liquid containing lemons. A half-full bottle of red liquid labeled wine. Amber liquid, that's brandy. Salad bowl. A roast. An opaque bottle labeled water. The lady is not breathing and her face is blotched. A fan. 4 pounds. Rings with various gemstones. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting. Oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and you will feel better. Is his hair actually dish towels? This guy? It could be dish towels. It's a little up in the air right now. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner and I will slip you a shilling. Peter. Okay, yeah, that's Peter Batley. Oh my god. He does have a shilling. That's crazy. Whoa! Wait a second! The golden idol! Dear Edmund, okay, Rose, this cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's Manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Mrs. Baker starting date, August 1st. Position, housemaid. Yearly wage, £9. Yearly wage is £9? You gotta kill this guy. You gotta turn this guy into, like, sludge. What do you even do with £9? You put it in a sock and then you beat your employer to death with it. Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies where his violent natures will make him feel at home. I hear you are having a dinner party with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father, Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventures in the colonies so we can ship him away. Sincerely, Rose Cuppert. A sealed bottle labeled opium. 2 sealed bottles of cloudy liquid labeled peptic tonic. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. This game is like awesome. I'm having a great time with it. January 8th. Once more, you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. The only course of action you have is surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance, serpent. Or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. Probably means nothing. Well, well, Edmund, you seemed pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. Lord George Bridges. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood. Let's go! Let's go! £9 in 1788 is about 1734 pounds today. Okay, so approximately $1,800 for a year of work. This dude needs to be like a stain on the wall now. Dear uncle, I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you were too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me £300. It is small change to you and I am desperately in need of it as the present. Truly yours, Peter Batley. Okay, wait a second. Peter's kind of awesome. Peter's kind of great. That's kind of sick as hell, Peter. Way to go, dude. Platinello, Ideal Republic, Visions of a Utopia with Order and Structure. Dr. Anderson, okay. Several trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider the simple example. Money has changed hands. Money as a denominator of value has evolved and changed a lot. Still, in savvy hands, it is a powerful tool. The door is locked. An ink pot, a stack of candles. Remember to take the 4th one from every row. Star Child. 3 shillings and 2 pence. You're so old. I'm gonna steal your girl. Give me 60K. What a move. Honestly, I'm not even mad. Fucking great. Dude deserves it. Fuck that guy. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me again with such nonsense. M. Mademoiselle, the laceless count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania. Okay, yeah, you threw it away. 4 shillings and a penny. A knife. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially empty. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. Little lockpicks, a pistol. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. A dagger. Monkey Man versus Striped Dark Hand. Monkey Man 2, Tooth for Tooth, coming to theaters right now. That's like a hammer or something. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. A second, oh, it's a key. It's a really shitty key. A couple of pennies, a fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. Wine. Brandy. To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. Okay, I think this is Mrs. Smith then. I feel. Lucia. Okay, this is Lucia. Where? Yes, Lucia. Lucia. It's Rose. Rose cupboard. Monkey D. Luffy? Like, in general? I don't know what that's in reference to. I mean, yeah, I like the guy. He's pretty cool. What was over here? Stack of candles. Dear diary, this has been an ordinary day spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. It's a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will to talk to Master about it tomorrow. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary. After all these years, I have worked loyally here. An ink pot. The wise slave, fables about rulers that make you think. Down with parasites, too long have they feasted on our blood and sweat. A sealed pot labeled print paint. The door is locked. Okay, I'm missing one. Oh, in here? Door to the outside, not locked. In here? Bread, some lemons, water, meat, cut vegetables, basket of potatoes. Ooh. Bag. Okay. You're a server, right? Oh dear. Oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. That's Brian. That Brian served everything it's instructed. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian has served everything it's instructed. Okay, so she's the killer. She's super great. Girly ready to mulch her employer too. Yeah, no, she's had enough. Where's Brian? Brian goes there. Where was the wasn't there a thing that said like there was something that had employer information. Whicher was that? I think, didn't it say the one that was there the longest was Smith? David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. Did I miss something here? Oh. Partially eaten piece of roast beef. Dear Ada. No, it wasn't that. There was something about having to make... Prepare... Young Miss Richards appeared to not enjoy meat, therefore prepare some alternative side dish. Okay, so you're Richards. Who did not have meat? Partially eaten salad. Partially empty glass of yellow liquid. A salad untouched. Partially eaten salad. Partially smoked cigar. I think this was Richards then. Is eating, sitting there maybe? There are empty slots. Okay, hold on. Kitchen. Is this... There's someone staying up there. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. An ink pot, stack of candles. I assume you were, I can give you some candles for your room. I assume you were itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. So is this... Wait, no. Does she not have candles then? Okay. I think I got this backwards then. So then, bottom room is for you then. Are you... Is it Ada Smith then? Because wasn't Smith the one that was there for, like, the longest amount? Worked here 3 years. It's a difficult conversation, but you'll strengthen to talk to Master tomorrow. So then I think you're the one that's been here for 3 years? Mr. Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned twice a day. Miss Smith, you are responsible. No heavy food for dinner. Then who are you? You were Lucia? They're not a... Expect all rooms to be cleaned twice a day on the day I have visitors. Well, she's cooking and she's sweeping, so it seems like this is Miss Smith then, I think. But then doesn't this say... Hold on, where did it somewhere it said that Miss... Who's been working here for 3 years? Most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on... Okay, so I think you... Well, you're sweeping, so... I think this is Ada Baker, maybe? And then Lucia Smith? Expect to receive... David may arrive... Brian... So NB, do I have anyone whose name starts with N? right now as an option. Nope. David Garon's job requires that he may arrive. NB stands for Nota Bene, old for PS, you guess? Gotcha. So there's 3 workers then, but aren't there... There's 4 rooms. There's 5 rooms, really, if we take all this into account. Unless... Oh, you know what? But one of these is probably the actual room that, set of lockpicks, a dagger. What did this say? Clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue. Okay, David... I think this has to be Mary Richards, unless I have these names mixed up. Just gonna go for it. You'd expect Pip in the dingy attic room. I wonder if it wants me, if Pip has like an actual name then, unless it wants me to do it twice. Small bottle of the liquid, Monkey Man 2. That's true. These are pretty... We'll get to that after I get these sorted out, I think. Poisoned the... Okay, wanted... And thus... I think Peter probably... No. I think the poison was meant to go to, Edmund. And hid the necessary key. Ooh, where was their hidden key? Here? In a bag. At the time, Rose ingested the... Rose... Cupboard. Poisoned the... Okay, what was actually consumed here? Because I feel like if we look here, wasn't... No, not in there. This one? Yeah. Sealed peptic tonic. I think they replaced the peptic tonic with the opium. Because only one of these was consumed. Partially empty glass of cloudy liquid. Yeah, so whoever was sitting here, this must have been, poisoned the tonic. And then I wonder if it was... Brotherhood of Masks. And we'll deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. George Bridges. Okay, so I think George Bridges wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead. And thus... Lucia Smith? bummer. I think I'm on the right track here. Also, I think this is Rose Cubbert. Mary Richards. I think this was Edmund then, because they were trying to poison Edmund, but it failed. Who's David? Not in here. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. Plan to continue experimenting. Are you David? Unless David... Because Brian's the other worker. Brian Walker. One of our stewards on you? David Darkhand. No. Yeah, this is definitely... Mary Richards, Lucia Smith, David Monkey Man. I shouldn't brute force this, but I'm getting there. Brandy, wine. Oh, Mutual Mind, thank you so much for the follow. This is horrible. Was there anything on you that could have... Pack of cards, a fork. Oh, wait, he has a fork. So then, okay, so this is, that one right there is Peter then, because he took his fork with him. Love this game series. I'm having a great time with it. I saw a friend playing it for like the first few ones. I didn't get this far though when I was watching her play it, but I thought it was really intriguing. And it's just really fun. I haven't played a puzzle game like this before where it's really just like laid out in this like, I don't know, structure. Okay, so then the only other person then would be David, right? David, whose name I do not have. Brian Walker, unless it's like, no. I have all the clues already. Okay, then I do think... See, this is where I'm a little confused, because Lucia's the one that said that she wanted... I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian's heard everything is instructed. That makes it sound like she's trying to kill the guy. But then this bed is supposed to go to whoever's been here the longest, and she says she's been here for 3 years. But she's cleaning right now. Unless, let me try this. Okay. So Final Vanguard, David Garon? Nope, because Garon was the name of, No, wait, that dude's not David, because David Garon was the, David Garon was... Shoot, what was his name? The, coach guy, the horse dude from the first chapter. So what is your name? Where did Monkey Man come from? That was comic book, right? Is that where Dark Hand came from also? Versus Dark Hand. Is your name like Lothar Steward? So it's not David Garan, I think. Is there anything here that can David clean up? Okay, so this is David Garan. David Garan is there. Then up here we had, remember to take the fourth one from every row. Ink pot. So here, wasn't this the Laceless Count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania? And then she said, I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. So up there is Lucia. Here's Lucia. And then I think down here is Ada. And then I want to say that this would be Edmund's room. Wait. Whoever did the key here had to have gotten to it from the window. So the killer has to be whoever's staying in the top room then. Are you Final Vanguard? Nope. Anything here? Ink pot. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. The fourth one from every row. Okay, hold on. I gotta see if I can find something that could give me a clue to that guy's name. I think that's kind of... Box of cigars. You took one, right? Little Pip, run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. Yeah, that makes sense, because you're David. You have the bottle of gin and the tobacco. Oh, that's right. There's a syringe that I forgot about. Did that not become a clue? Syringe with a little liquid in it. And hid the necessary key in a bag. I still think the tonic was the one that was poisoned, because... Yeah, Rose drank the tonic there. Overcoat and a hat. Overcoat and a hat. Dear Mary. Okay, yeah, Mary Richards. Here's something for your diary from me. I enjoyed your company. I am certain you'd wish to hear my thoughts on the shortcoming of our society. I invite you and your father to a dinner. Oh, they have the same last name. That makes sense. Okay. Richards. Lothar? Yes. Okay. Cool. So then here... Nice. It's all coming together. Soon you'll pay for your sins against the common folk with your blood. Isn't this one? Is Final Vanguard the one who... No. George Bridges. Maybe it's Final Vanguard wanted, that can't be right then, because it would have said 2 or less. Edmund Clodsley dead, and thus Lucia Smith. No, I think Ada Baker would have been the one. Could be anyone from the hater bin. Yeah, honestly. Imagine having a whole bin of haters. Paint. So my thinking right now is that Ada Baker, or if assuming I have this right, whoever's in this room used the paint to somehow no, maybe that's not necessary. Something happened. I think I can say with confidence a thing happened. Mrs. Baker, starting date August 1st, position housemaid. Okay, this is what I was hoping for. 1970. Position housemaid, Miss Baker. But then Ada Baker can't have been, unless this is from like a while ago. With Lady Mary and her well-to-do father Lothar, if Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales. I'm still not 100% sure on the names for... No, wait, I did get the names for these two right. So then... who else would be living here then? Because I don't think... Unless it's like... No, because who is... No. This has to be... That's right, the candles. Lucia Smith didn't have any candles. Ada Baker did. And thus... Ada... Baker? Okay. So then this is not... Unless Lucia Smith. Okay. Ada Baker poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a bag. Ingested the poison and died. George Brizzett. Maybe it's Final Vanguard then? Nope. Closer here. Unless it wasn't the tonic, but no, it had to be the tonic because that's the only thing that was. If it was the wine that was poisoned, unless the am I missing something here? Half full bottle of red liquid labeled wine. No, because if I know they had like more wine, but like down here, I think there was more wine, but I don't think they would have. Wasn't there someone named Stewart who was like, or no, it was Stewart Will. Many friends, and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. Let's see here. We're good here. We're good here. Would Edmund be living in this room? No. Oh, there's more that are filled in incorrectly. Okay. But it has to be... Unless Little Pip doesn't live there, which seems like Little Pip would, because there's like comic books and stuff. Small bottle filled with amber liquid. Yeah, kids stole a little bit of a couple of pennies, fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. Yeah, I feel like this kid just stole some stuff. Unless the necessary key is not in the bag. Because these keys do look like they suck shit. What does it mean, necessary key? Drinking alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic. Okay, yeah, so... But it couldn't have been the wine, so it was 100% the peptic tonic that was poisoned. And then she took the key here, I think? Fourth one from every row. I'm still not quite sure what that's referring to. Because if this was little Pip, one of these has to be wrong. Because if you are 2 away, then even if this was like, even if both of these were wrong, then it would still say like 2 or fewer. So maybe Lucia Smith is... Because she... I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. Now, was she lying when she said that? Or did someone else... A knife. Wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead and hid the necessary key in a... Where did I get pocket from? I wish it would like say where you got syringe with some liquid left in it. A syringe with some liquid left in it. Okay, so that was used to put... I assume the syringe was used to get opium into the tonic without anyone noticing. Yeah, okay. 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Rose Covert ingested the poison and died. Hid the necessary key in a bag. Yeah, okay. These are all right. This is a little bit brute forcing it, but I'm just making sure. Was it, I don't know anything from Brian Walker that would have suggested death. Little Pip! Oh, it was a little Pip the entire time. Okay, well. I don't think Peter... Because whoever did it... Two or fewer, so it's literally just these two then. Because if any of these other ones were wrong, then if these were also wrong, then it would be So then who could it... Monkey Man, Dark Hand. May you ask if I check something? Yes, I will take a singular hint. Or, you know, I will take a question that may or may not be a hint. Sometimes it just doesn't click, okay? Did I check the books in the library? The books in the library in this chapter or in a different chapter? Because there isn't a library here. Upstairs. Is this the library? Money has changed oh, this. I think so. I saw these. Visions of a utopia with order and structure. Are you talking about this one? The secret codes? Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, I gotta start reading stuff with that in mind. Word of every line. Such reading word easy, notice unsafe. Money has changed hands. Okay, I'm gonna go read shit and keep that in mind. I that worked the bottom me. Nope. Dear this day preparation dinner, I come raise these worked. It's conversation I and tomorrow. Maybe. The wise slave, fables about rulers that make you think. Value and savvy tool. Oh my god. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it now. Still, I need something to actually read, right? As first line on... No, there's not 4 there. Fourth one from every row. Have to use substance to remove target sincerely dark hand over. Dark hand. Sincerely dark hand over. It's George Darkhand. Sincerely Darkhand Steward. Okay, look. 4's a pretty big number, okay? Listen. Ada Baker received encoded instructions from Darkhand Steward to poison Edmund Cloudsley. She used her ability to move freely throughout the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the key to the medicine cabinet. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked her tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. I still want to finish this, though. You're forgetting the butler in the room order thing? Isn't the butler, Brian Walker? Okay, I see. That makes so much sense. Okay. Why did I think it was her down here? She was talking about being here for 3 years. I kind of thought, okay, no, it makes sense. Okay. It's all coming together. It all worked out. It all worked out in the end. How many chapters are there in this game? I'm the stretching streamer. Are the arrows in the chapter select guitar daggers? Yep, we saw a character with a guitar dagger earlier, so I think it might be relevant at some point. The horse is back! You sick fuck, you killed him! Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Gang, Brawler, Robber, Hardy Abe, Burkham Workhouse, Brawler, has a cart. Little Billy, Hobbs Gang burglar, enters through chimneys. Jack Nails, Timberbrook Inn, burglar, picklock. That's so cool. And there's neat hats. A box of confectionery. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Oh, it's Lucia. Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. The infamous robber Walter Keene, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gang, who, as is custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keene has been increased to £100. Oh, this is Ash Blair. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need. Note that okay, so that's Edmund. 5 shillings, a key, a loaded pistol. The man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. Oh, he was the Scarecrow from Batman. Gotcha. That makes sense. Is that a little Pip? Go, coin, go! And this is a loaded gun. I'm sure that won't be relevant any time. Oh my god. I just saw Chekhov outside get hit by a car. You are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabbage. Mr. David Goran, you are in charge of all security and arms. Miss Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Little Pip, you are in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Okay, we can start filling some of this out. I'm guessing this is golden doubloon because you called it coin, which sounds like it could be a nickname. Yeah, sweet little dog. Ah! A sword, a red ring, a wrapped piece of confectionery, a loaded pistol. Oh, bummer. Vacuum. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Attempted this with an input and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. So seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in an open sea? First step, get gold by aiming at the target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Unknown effect. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. Spontaneous combustion. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and for how long I have performed before it. Freezing. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, the glyph input is meaningful. The idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for the fire input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If it's blue, you can only perform the freezing input, and it will turn red afterwards. Say loaded pistol? A pistol loaded. A small weight is tied to the pull-down lever at the back of the idol. A rotten apple and a green apple. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday in the Timberbrook Inn and bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. A saw, a loaded pistol, set of lockpicks. A shard of a vase. Okay, I already got a pretty good idea what's going on here. A club. Nope, well, whatever. Did I miss something here? Oh, Black Bestia. Okay, so that's broken. So they broke in and then Edmund exploded a vase. Oh, okay. Oh, double. Okay, back out here. What were the things? Jack Nails. I feel like that's probably Jack Nails. Oakwood Gang. Brawler has a cart. Little Billy. Hobbs Gang enters through chimneys. Was there a chimney that I didn't see? Okay, there was. This is Edmund Cloudsley. I'm assuming this is Jack Nails because he's got nails on his hand, which I feel like you'd make that your whole personality if you did. Okay, this one owns a cart. Who is that? Hardy Abe. Walter Keane. Okay. Walter. Here's what you're gonna do, Walter. You're gonna go down the chimney, get a cart, and then get blowed up. And that's the plan. And it works. And then this would be, what was the last name that I didn't get yet? Billy Cracker. Oakwood Gang, Brawler, Robber. Okay, Brawler, and he has a club. Okay, that makes sense. But I feel like they are filled in correctly, so... Wait, no, this is Ash Blair. Unless that was a fake name. That had to be a fake name, because I have all the, I have all the clues, and I don't have that, so... Or is this... One of the old workhouse. I will arrange for a cart to move if you send me directions. Or is this David Garon? I'm getting them mixed up. This might be David. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body. Okay, I do think that's David Garon then, because he has... Okay, cool, 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 cool. Maybe this isn't... What was the other... Nope. Jack Nails, Edmund Cloudsley, Walter Keane, Lucia Smith, Little Pip. Which one of these is wrong then? Unless you're not. No, but you should be Walter Keane, right? Probably. Brawler has a cart. Wait. No, you're Hardy Abe. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. This one's going to be easy here. Empty slots or whatever, I think. No, I don't think it's Black Bestia because Little Pip called him Coin, so Gold Doubloon would make sense. Okay, Vacuum. This one's Heat. Can these be either? Okay, I think that's Heat. Vacuum. Or air. This simply did not work. Both air and vessel disappeared. Gold filtering. Or wait, hold on then. Pulling the trigger. If its eye is red, it is ready for this input. And if the eye is blue, it will turn red afterwards. Okay, okay, okay. Unknown effect. Gold filtering. I think one of these is increase and one is decrease then. Vacuum. Vacuum 1, vacuum 2. It decreased the air, but still did not create a complete vacuum. Decrease? Both air and vessel disappeared. It was an obvious mistake. Nope. Oh god. Combustion. Didn't this one have the same? You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing. Freezing the target rapidly. And I think... Eat. Maybe the hook symbols, but they seem like a matched pair. Yeah, that's probably right. Increase, decrease, because this increases temperature and this... Or which one's which? Yeah, decrease temperature, increase temperature. This is air. And then this would be... vacuum. Ooh, okay. Nope. This is fine. Gold is good, I think. Let me... Yeah, gold was good. Air. Air is good. Okay, this one is not right then. These two are both not right. Let me see here again. What happened with what caused the explosion? For instance, it exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. So then this one is maybe exploded and then decrease matter maybe because they're gone. Yeah, but I think these ones are right because if I swap these, then it says they're incorrectly filled in. Or are you saying that decreased also goes here? Hold on, I'll get back to this. I'll get back to this. We can... Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. Walter Keane. Delivered a suddenly hold on. Increase the amount of water in a sealed vase. The vase exploded and killed them both when Party Abe and Jack Nails entered the room. Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of water in a sealed vase, delivered a clubbed David Garan, delivered a... See, this is where I'm not sure. Second sign, circle between lines is matter. Yeah, that's what this is. This isn't vase, by the way. That's definitely not vase. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Delivered a shot. Oh no, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, delivered a... Wouldn't be corpse. No, I think it is coffin. They delivered a... They pretended to be... Suddenly clubbed David Garan. Increased the amount of... No, it would be increased because you increase it and then... What was this? Freezing the target rapidly is increased, appears to be, or maybe was heated? Edmund Cloudsley... Decrease the amount of water in a sealed vase. No, because that's not... I'm so close. So we increased the speed, and then freezing the target rapidly can create side effects. You should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded in the glass shards. So he did freeze it. Decrease the amount of heat in a sealed vase? No. I think it's literally just these two then. Maybe increase the amount of air? Yeah! To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, Edmund prepared a trap of the idol that killed two of the intruders. I really like these cutscenes. They're so cool. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master's Lord Edmund Cloudley got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died, bless his soul. Oh, Edmund died, sick. Okay, I'm gonna call it here because I'm hungry and I want to go get a sandwich. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll be back with more Deltarune on Monday, and I'll probably continue this sometime next week because it's really good. Bye, everyone.